Here we go. Come on.
I
Hey,
also
what's
wish.
up, guys? This is Roman A. Mr. Anime 243, and today I'm actually joined by DD the Sinner, Matt, and Dionysus here in a second. Here we are. Okay, Dio has just gone completely blank. I don't know why,
Holy
but
shit! Holy shit! It's fucking Pinhead.
I
Okay,
have so much pain to
okay,
share with you.
Dionysus. I know you're into some kinky shit, but I don't think you're that kinky.
Oh no!
Uh, he
This
didn't.
is the
You want
new.
to fuck around and find out?
Oh no! See, Pinhead here will be what is called into Bork, BORK, and that's that extreme, really fucked up shit.
Yeah,
And the
yeah. I'm gonna be honest. If I saw a Wookiee tortured by Pinhead, it'd be euphoric for me. Because the whole time, they'd be screaming assault, assault, and it's like they're from fucking hell. You really think they're gonna consent?
I know, and it's like I said, but like every single bite, we just looking at the damn book, you're like, do you not know who the fuck we are? Like, we don't give a shit.
We're from fucking hell.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
oh, am I ripping your head off without your consent? Boo hoo. Tell someone who cares.
I mean, this is like the whole thing with Angel does, where everyone was upset because he was gay, and it's like, yeah, if his implied death was that he was like killed by another man he was sleeping with, okay, yeah, I could see that because it is kind of, implying being gay is a sin, but it's implied he overdosed, which is inadvertently suicide.
Yeah. But of course, as we all know, Wookiees don't really pay attention to that kind of thing. They prefer to pay attention to their agenda.
And then people get
Although,
mad at the.
although I will be real with you, I would totally love a horror movie where Cenobites actually rip the heads off Wokies and they be whining like bitches and Pinhead is just like, bitch, I'm from hell.
I'm hoping the new.
Guys. Back on topic, please.
Oh,
I know, we're supposed to be talking about video games, but it's like Pinhead, and something
Yeah,
I would.
I know. But listen, the reason why we're doing this video right now is because we're actually dealing with how the West is so freaking creatively bankrupt because of all of this social justice propaganda that's coming out from
Okay, look,
like
the only video game from the West I've liked so far recently is Psychonauts 2. And to be honest, I've been waiting over 15 years for a sequel to the first Psychonauts game. Oh, and the best thing, spoilers for anyone who has not played the second game, I'm sorry, but I got to bring this up because this is something that always annoys me about representation for queer folk is they have two new characters that are a gay couple. They don't do this.
Hello.
They don't do this.
Jason,
They don't do this stupid
I
shit.
mean for that second part to show.
They don't do this stupid shit where, oh, you know what? Instead of Lily being Raz's love interest, let's make her a lesbian. No, they give us two brand new characters that are fucking queer. That is
yeah,
my
that's
only gripe. I have no problem with representation when it's an original fucking character. I find it lazy and insulting when they decide to reskin like Superman's son as being bisexual because it comes off as, wow, you claim you care about me, but you feel like I'm not important enough to get my own character to represent me. Wow.
exactly, and that's the main mindset of these companies who claim to be all woke and they want to stand for the
Yeah,
LGBT and all
they don't.
that, but
Yeah,
yet
they really
when
don't want to entertain people. They just want to enslave people.
was I mean not just that, but it's also they only see you and I as well, since I'm going to officially claim to be bisexual since I'm not going to allow the Wokies to fucking ruin it. If I don't let Christian ruin My Little Ponies and Pokemon, I'm not going to allow the Wokies to ruin, the LGBT. Granted, I want to sit next to you, DD, at the LGBT table here because I feel safer and comfortable with you as opposed to some stupid idiot that sucks a pacifier and claims to be a non-binary chipmunk.
Oh yeah. Also, that whole thing with the one character that's going to be trans at the end. This is how sad it is for me because I didn't know this character was an existing character. Because I never heard of this character until recently, but I literally got excited because I thought this was a brand new trans character. Nope, existing. It's reskinning yet again. I don't want to skin. I want a new character.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the woman that says I go by pronouns they, them, he, and him.
Oh god damn it! It's the dear girl thing all over again.
Yeah,
I'm a
by the way,
trans woman
isn't they plural?
that identifies as a male deer, and it's like, then how the hell are you a trans girl if you identify as a male deer? If you're gonna say you're a deer, at least say you're a doe, not a fucking buck.
Exactly.
Yeah, again,
Dear
Yeah.
girl.
not to mention
I remember that.
they, them are fucking plural!
Exactly, and also now let's say what did you want to talk about when it comes to the video games? Because, like, in all honesty, we've already said everything there is to be said. But you got like BioWare being stupid with the whole wanting to bring in the diverse team to make sure there's plenty of LGBT and people in a video game. Instead of making sure video game is awesome and fun. You also got.
I'm sorry, that's where Psychonauts did it best. Because instead of just having the character who ends up being a brain in a jar that you have to help because his body's missing somewhere. Don't ask. It's a thing you'll have to play the game to get. We get him introduced to us. He's a rock star, and then later on we meet his husband named Bob, and we see Bob's memory of him getting married to Helmet. And it's like, oh my god, an actual queer couple that doesn't try and force it in your face.
Exactly. I mean, congratulations to Psychonauts for having an LGBT representation that is fluid and respectable. There's no, hey, I'm gay. Yeah, or hi, I'm gay.
Tim Schafer being a total cock.
Exactly.
Yeah. Also, to answer Dio's question, the reason why I actually wanted to bring up video games because basically last time we were talking about comic books. This time we figured, why not talk more about like freaking, not just like all of these like cucks over on Reset era, freaking trying to push this narrative that Thor is actually 14 years old, or like that South Korean game that's going to be coming out for the PS5. Man, I wish they could come out for the PS4 though, because that way I could play it. Because I don't want to freaking spend like hundreds of dollars freaking getting some more hardware and not be as good.
Yeah.
I actually. And also, we get to go
one at a time. Dio.
Well, what I was going to say was I want to bring up one thing since we're talking about games and shit. Cerno can also join in this because I know we both watched two of our favorite VTubers play this. But the Metroid Dread, we both watched it. Yeah, it was pretty fun, awesome, epic in every way. And you got that one journo who's like, this game is too complicated to play.
Is this the same guy who tried to play Cuphead?
Metroid's supposed to be Nintendo hard.
Metroidvania before.
Guys, one at a time. Look, I'm not trying to say anything, but it's best if we actually had a chance for everyone to actually have their voices heard one at a time. Though.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yes, let us establish communism, comrades.
Look,
But no,
I just
but
want
to
this jerk is the same guy who couldn't get through the tutorial of Cuphead.
I don't know exactly who it is. All I know it is just some pathetic loser who is reading about the fact that Metroid Dread was too hard for his widow pussy ass, and yet you got two awesome VTubers. One who did get killed multiple times but kept playing, and both of them had a fantastic fucking time. And
To quote Cranky Kong, get good.
that's what
Yeah.
that's what I was
video
saying.
games
Get
are meant
good.
only for fun.
But they don't want fun. They want that they would want Samus to be a trans bear, who
Yeah,
wags her finger
Daddy
at,
Joe.
Yeah.
I will stomp your manberries if you got.
or she, Samus is supposed to wag her finger at Kraid and say, "Kraid, you are a toxic, misogynistic man," even though I don't really
Okay.
know your gender.
Okay. Neil, I hate to cut you off, but I'm actually going to quote freaking Mad Matt here. And I want you to listen very carefully.
Please
Here
stop.
it comes.
Have faith.
Oh, come on.
Thank you, Mr. A.
You really think Nintendo, a Japanese company, is gonna listen to a bunch of whiny wokies?
I don't know. The woke had pretty much taken over Bandai and Capcom, according to Bleeding Shadow.
Bandai and Capcom though they seem to be more. They've been too. They have their fingers in the American pie. I think a bit more than Nintendo.
Yeah, like Nintendo, I think it's just sitting right on the.
I mean,
That being said, how about that Super Robot Wars 30, baby?
can you name an American game that didn't start off as like a Steam thing before moving to being on a Nintendo system that is Nintendo?
I doubt it.
I mean, look, Nintendo is still allowing games that Sony kicked off its platform.
Yeah, so you can play Senran Kagura.
Or like Senran Kagura Reflections was a Switch exclusive because Sony didn't want any of it.
But yet they didn't mind having.
Example, I'm sure someone could say Undertale, and it's like, well, not really, because Undertale started as something that you could download to your PC.
It's that
it became
Undertale's
popular enough.
Undertale is a PC game more than anything. It just that it was ported to consoles.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Can you name an American game on Nintendo that didn't start somewhere else first and was ported?
Exactly. Nintendo is a Japanese company, so all the games, basically, I think that most of those games are first party. The exclusives for Nintendo Switch are mostly first party games, like the Mario, the Metroid, games like that.
Yeah, and I already got Metroid Dread on my Christmas list, so hey.
I would have to get a freaking whole Switch just to get it.
Oh, yeah. You guys know how people like to mod Left 4 Dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want someone to do a mod where all the zombies are a bunch of wokies.
Yes!
Yeah.
Age Skrillex.
Awesome. But actually have like the protagonist actually like beautiful freaking like bikini wearing like anime babes and fighting
Yes!
off.
Oh. No. The characters you play as would be the beautiful anime babes, whereas the zombies are the wokies. Like the boomers would be the fat chicks that are like, "How dare you be fat phobic?" And it's like, "How dare you not care that you're gonna have a heart attack one day?"
Oh, I just thought of someone that would like a special one that like a special model for a boomer that would come up once in a while. I can't mention their name, but yeah.
But also, like, you can have, like, instead of the zombies going, you can just replace it with,
I mean,
Reset era.
I don't know.
Dude, I would totally play the shit out of that mod.
I'm sure there's someone famous that could be the tank.
Oh God, I
Who
really
would be
got to
the
think of a
tank?
good one.
Oh, and then there's the witch. Don't startle the witch. Who would be perfect for the witch? Because
Here's
Chloe
our key.
Quinn.
Amber Heard would be perfect.
Unburnt witch. Let's just say that.
I'm more thinking Chloe Quinn.
Well, that could work too, but
Because I think it wasn't her name on Twitter once, Unburnt Witch, like her handle.
Yeah, I don't know, but in all seriousness, guys. Also, I just wanted to give you guys like my personal thoughts on something. I've been actually playing Far Cry 6, and I know that Mannix and the Mystery of Otaku have been talking about this. Like things are actually going like all political and stuff. But to those guys, I actually have to say this: when it comes to like political stuff, just turn your brain off to any political like propaganda BS, and just focus on having fun. Don't
Yeah,
actually
I really don't care too much
exaggerate.
about. I really don't care too much about Far Cry
also,
whatsoever. I mean, only Far Cry game I actively enjoyed was Blood Dragon, and that was a love letter to '80s badassery, man.
also going back to the sequel to Psychonauts, the characters are actually great, and you end up loving them. So when you find out that for 20 years Helmet's body's been missing and he's been stuck in a jar, and you find out about Bob, and you're like, oh my God, gay representation, that's not forced. And then you're like, oh, but they've been separated for 20 years. Oh my God, that's so heartbreaking.
Yeah, and
You actually feel bad for the characters because they aren't annoying assholes.
exactly, because that's the thing. These Wookiees want to actually force their like agendas down our throats, thinking that we need to actually think a certain way like we do.
Yeah, that's not how human nature works, there, guys. I'm sorry.
I'm also tired of being told that I'm obviously phobic if I don't like a reskinning. I'm like, no, I want an original character, not some other character that you were too lazy to make me a character and you decided to slap the queer sticker on it.
I think it's more than just laziness. I think they actively enjoy taking stuff away from us.
They do. I mean, in fairness, if you notice
Of
all these
course they do.
years,
They're complete fascist assholes.
what I've noticed is watching Lack of Entertainment's videos is he had pointed out one thing. These people who take the comics, the movies, the remaking movies to be woke and all this and that, all it is for them to say, Nino, Nino, Nina, look at me making your character gay. It has nothing to do with, representation. It only has to do with going, haha, Superman is gay now because Nino, Nino, Nina.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this too, because I've noticed that when it comes to creators who actually are queer, Rebecca Sugar, the creator of the Owl House, Vivzy Pop, they actually make queer characters that aren't stereotypes or annoying.
Exactly. And you go with the Psychonauts 2 representation. It was good, it was smooth, it wasn't in your face, but you got these other wokies within media and, hi, I'm gay. You're not sure I was gay because I am gay. Gay, 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 gay.
Apparently, wokies think people have the attention span of a fucking gnat, so we have to say it every 5 minutes. Oh, it's been 5 minutes? By the way, I like to suck dick and I'm a guy.
It's like, just imagine these wokies being...
If I may quote a very awesome author who just so happens to be very Catholic, don't give money to people who hate you, reclaim your dignity, and have fun while you're at it.
Yes. But,
Exactly.
just imagine just imagine them being on like the battlefield, right? Like, the dragon has come to destroy the land. It's like a three-headed powerful dragon, and everyone's like, oh my god, what should we do? What should we do? And then the Wookiee character's like, oh, I'm gay. Right? What the fuck does that have to do with what's going on? There's a dragon that's going to destroy us all, idiot.
If this was
Yeah.
if this was Dungeons and Dragons, the gay character would be the bard and say, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck the dragon. That's how I save the day."
Oh my god! Of course it would be the bard.
Which, you know what? I'm kind of throwing this out there. Like,
Venti. That's who.
I totally had an idea for a new character, but I'm going to have to wait till either we're done with your session or my other character dies off or whatever. But like I had this really good idea for a BBW character that would have kind of I wanted to make her to be like a point, like though this is the BBW representation that it's something that the Wookiees couldn't do.
Yeah. Also, guys, I just actually got this along with it's actually a Nagatoro doji.
Don't toy with me, Nagatoro.
Nice.
I just
Also,
had to
by the way,
get this
Mr. A,
What? Yo.
now I do want to throw out one thing though. I mean, since you're doing these live streams and when you get more popular and stuff, I would say do not flash kind of nudity and pornographic stuff, because if you want to increase your channel and get it sponsored or whatever in the future, I mean you can't make a habit of showing tits and ass. Even though what's funny is
I for one am glad Nintendo still kept Samus beautiful on the inside and out, man.
Oh,
Yep.
No side shaved head. Nope.
speaking
No,
of
man. No.
speaking of Samus, let me speak.
Sorry.
Speaking of Samus, anyone remember that butch lesbian look of Captain Marvel? And she didn't have any tits. And I said this. She looks like an alternate universe where Samus has a twin brother named Amos.
nice.
Oh god.
I bet they're feeling that bird right all the way to Portland, dude.
Man,
They're feeling it all the way to the ruins of ZDR.
Well, I'm sorry. She has this space-like suit similar to Samus's Zero suit, only she's lacking the titties to show she's a woman, and she's got like half her head shaved. And I'm like, this looks like Samus's twin brother Amos.
Yeah, in fact, oh god.
Yeah,
Amos or like anus.
Samus's mentally retarded half brother, Amos.
Also, I don't get why women always actually have to have their head, like half of their head shaved. It's kind of freaking stupid, if you ask me.
Look,
Yeah, it used to be a cool look for a cyberpunk image, but now it's just annoying.
Look, I don't mind women having shaved heads. I'm just tired of it always being the go-to thing of showing, oh, I'm a badass. And it's like, yeah, you saw Katniss in the Hunger Games. That bitch had her hair long.
Oh,
just that,
don't
but
get me started on why Samus is still a female idol to millions.
And yeah, look at Samus. She still has long hair, a ponytail, and dear God, she was just wrecking house with those bosses.
And not to mention that power suit of hers shows her curves all off really nicely.
Which makes sense because she's gonna be wearing a helmet, so it's not like someone can, be like, "Oh, long hair, yoink."
Exactly. And again, she looks beautiful. She looks like a female. She looks like a woman. Meanwhile, you got Tita and insert other woke characters who, me am ma'am. Me have buzz hair. You identify me as ma'am and they. Ooga booga.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, and not the sexy kind of that cave girl like, let's say Raquel Welch.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. If I end up in a store and someone who's, transitioning gets pissy and says, I am a woman, I'm gonna be like, yes, but if you're transitioning, we're not gonna really know unless you tell us.
Yeah, exactly. It's not all fault,
It's rather the GameStop. It's mom.
Oh God, it's
Yeah,
ma'am.
God, don't
I'm a
use her on
ma'am.
that.
Well,
yeah. You also got to mention that one It's a Gundam video where that Sonic employee was getting hassled by that one tranny bitch.
well, like
Yeah.
example, there's a trans guy I follow on YouTube. His name's Jamie, and for people, and this proves that bigots are idiots because they assume that any any female to male transition is obviously going to look like a femboy. Jamie, if he didn't mention he was trans, you'd never know he was trans.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
Yeah,
why we actually. This is why I'm actually glad we actually associate with Revna. I mean, she's such a freaking
Yeah,
wholesome.
Revna's cool. Yeah, Revna's
She's
cool.
so freaking wholesome.
Exactly. And one thing, kind of going back to what I was saying about the whole bi thing, it's like I didn't want to admit, that, or not. I wanted to admit it was more like I didn't want to associate myself with the LGBT community because you got these freaking psycho lunatics who are like, I identify as a male deer, or I don't know if you've seen the Gundam video. It was the one with the bug girl who identifies as bug self and
Oh
shit.
God, good Lord,
Well,
that bitch be fucking cray.
I
that's
don't get
something.
why people would want to identify as the stupidest things. I mean, if I'm going to say I identify as something, I'm going to say I identify as like Ichigo Kurosaki or something. Someone
Well,
better.
I sexually identify as a motherfucking Gundam, baby.
Well, hold on. At 8 minutes and 5 seconds, there's this clip of this fat guy who looks like a bitch. He's sucking a pacifier while listening to Steven Universe. I don't know which song it is, but he's playing with a little elephant plushie, and it is like the cringiest thing ever. And it's like
Oh my
he also
God,
has.
No,
the
come
Chris
on.
Chan disease is spreading. Dear God, we're doomed.
Not
Why?
Doomed, I fucking tell you, doomed.
Why'd you have to say that, Dio? Because now there's another thing that people are going to use against all fans of Steven Universe. Verse when not everyone, I being an example, are crazy like everyone else in the fandom.
Well, I mean, to be fair, there's a lot worse than this guy, and I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. But no. This fat fucker he identifies as he, they, and God, which is absolutely hilarious. And it's like I don't want to associate myself with these idiots, but then it's like I look on at you, Didi, at Vivna, and even individuals in the KGE that me and Cerner are part of. And also, Cerner, I don't know if you are LGBT or not, but
no, but I do
uh,
respect people who are.
well, yeah, okay. But it's like, I'm comfortable with y'all. Well, in technicality, it would just be you, Dee, since you're the only one here, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
I can sit down at the table next to you and not have to worry about if you're going to, put out a damn rainbow flag out of your ass while sucking a damn pacifier and being cringy as
Whoa,
fuck.
Shadow, what's up?
Look, I'm going to be honest. I'm proud to be bi, but the only time I wear the colors is at a pride parade.
Yeah.
I mean,
The old
Honestly,
Rob Halford lifestyle.
yeah. The only okay. Remember the whole Apache attack helicopter joke? I was gonna
God.
make a joke about at least Samus has somewhat of a legitimate claim to that because she can fire freaking missiles and bombs and shit.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember the Apache attack helicopter joke. It's like, unless you can fire missiles, I don't think you are one. Unless you can fly and fire missiles.
Again, I don't get why people would want to identify as the stupidest of things. I mean, why wouldn't you
Yeah.
be a badass character or something?
Yeah, or a badass giant robot, man. I mean, I
Or
sexually
even a
identify
badass monster truck.
Gundam, baby. And my
I
cock
still
is
can't.
basically the biggest fucking beam rifle you've ever fucking seen.
I mean, hell, if
Beam
we're
rifle.
if our thing is about video games, then I guess I would identify as Sans from Undertale.
Oh, we're gonna have a
Giving the
bad time.
nightmares a bad time.
Someone had to say
Oh
it.
yeah.
So
We're gonna
I
have a
would be a
bad
little bit
time.
Iris too, because I'm not a fan of puns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, if I
I
remember
would
video game
identify
characters,
as Bayonetta for obvious reasons.
Oh, that bullshit recently with Bayonetta. I can't look at her. She reminds me of a child. What?
Yeah, I
like,
remember
dude,
that.
that says more about you.
It's anything to call the weebs pedophiles is basically what it is. It's anything they can do to frame us as pedophiles because
So-
they want us
They have
criminalized.
No sense of fucking irony whatsoever.
Okay,
I guarantee you.
so if I said I like Princess Peach, I would be considered a pedophile despite Peach is a grown ass fucking woman.
Though they find some
Exactly.
reason to call her a minor, they'll find some reason.
Unless they're gonna pull out the whole baby Peach thing, that doesn't even count because that was in a sequel game. She's always been an adult in most games.
They don't
Yep.
care. They don't care.
Hell, you
Of
gotta
course
remember,
they don't
even if you
care. They
age
have
up the characters.
They have no iota.
How much you want to bet Illumination will bring that up?
With them,
whoa, guys, one at a time.
How much you want to bet that Illumination will bring that up?
Oh, come on. I'm trying.
Shadow, for the love of God. Hit it, Mr. A!
Don't tempt fate.
God,
We're better when you
Shadow,
say it, man.
I'm trying to be optimistic for this movie, and you and other people keep bringing it up, like saying they're gonna have the whole "here you go" thing, and then have Mario cough and then speak with Chris Pratt's voice saying "sorry." It's like, oh come on,
Why? It's Illumination. They made the
trying to
minions.
give the movie a chance, and you're making it hard.
well, here's the thing. With these people, their end goal is
Minions.
their end goal is to basically they want to basically dunk on us. They want to take our anime away. Well, how do you do that? By blowing the whole lolicon thing out of proportion and then doing everything they can. Remember, with these people, the ends justify the means. With these people, that's how they think.
These are the
They have zero fucking self-awareness whatsoever, considering a good chunk of them are fucking pedos, too!
these are the people who got upset that Sonic did better than Birds of Prey, so they tried to claim Sonic by saying he and Tails would be in a loving relationship in the sequel.
And
let me finish. And anyone who has played enough Sonic or watched enough of the animated shows and stuff knows Tails is always like 9 years old and Sonic is always mid to late teens. That's kind of pedophilic if you're trying to ship those two.
Yeah, think about the children.
Yeah, I mean
For once.
they
don't
don't follow their own damn rules.
Oh no,
Yeah.
they do think about the children. They think about them a lot.
Dude, no,
Hollywood.
no, not going there.
Not going there. We don't want to go to Hollywood.
Please.
How about no?
Please.
Don't get afraid.
How about no?
And
My-
and if you don't understand what I'm saying with the orange movie, just look up brand name oranges and you'll figure out what I'm talking about.
And well, I just want to throw something out there though. Like these people who always point at us and call us lolicons for liking fictional characters and hell even liking Bayonetta because they're all mentally challenged. They are doing nothing more but self-projecting. They themselves are the cheese pizza lovers, and I guarantee you they're the ones that are going to, little baseball leagues and crap like that to enjoy the sights.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing.
Yeah. Besides, I
I
prefer
just gotta
my pizza with hamburger, bacon and sausage toppings. Thank you.
I guess SG and Demi's
Pepperoni.
prefer real pedophiles instead of us. Like, we're just looking at fictional characters, not actual people.
Exactly, and you
Exactly.
would think that, the UK, who wants to ban anime because of, cheese pizza or whatever, like, yo, UK, how about that cheese pizza ring that's going on in your country? Maybe don't focus on a cartoon and focus
How about
more on
Catholics?
real life.
How about the Catholics? Because no one ever did apologize to Sinead O'Connor when the truth came out.
Oh yeah, the
Mm.
Catholics, and let's come back over here to America for a
Also,
moment.
remember
Now,
how
you got the
nobody
Mormons and
batted.
the Jehovah Witnesses who
Let Gil finish. Let Gil finish.
you got the Mormons and the Jehovah Witnesses who never let the police have any of the case files, whatever. Like they keep all the things that happen in their church and congregations a secret, and yet there are a lot of cheese pizza cases that go unnoticed.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the thing right there. We don't we in this group, or anyone in the anime fandom that we know, actually supports this kind of stuff because A, it's wrong, and B, I don't like being called a pedo because it kind of actually freaking aggravates me.
I'm just
Even
gonna
though
Oh, you have no idea how much it pisses me off whenever people say, "Oh, you're
Hey,
a fucking pedo because you watch anime." No, I watch anime because I enjoy good science fiction and
okay.
fantasy. You dumbass.
Okay, what does that fucking say about the Shiris then, since they like to draw porn of Catra and Adora?
Hey guys.
Who's 16-year-olds, I may add.
what's up? Oh, Felicia has something to say.
You know how the fact that NJW's quote unquote hate pedophilia, but is okay with cuties of all things, even though it's nothing but pedophilia?
Oh yeah. Where were they when that fucking Netflix abortion premiered? Where the fuck were they? Ah.
They kept their mouths shut because basically, here's the thing: they don't do anything. In their eyes, just like The Last of Us Part 2, it's actually stunning and brave.
Stunning
And
brave
like I said
before,
what,
hairy fucking ball sack.
like I said before, what it comes down to it is they want the FBI and SWAT teams now that to be looking at us, while they themselves get to watch their own cuties film and
God
enjoy.
damn it! I said don't mention the orange movies. And since you've already said it, I'll explain the whole term orange. There's a brand.
I didn't say orange.
There's a name brand thing of oranges called Cutie Citrus Products.
Oh, that's what you meant. Oh, crap, I forgot. Oh. Okay.
Guys, I'll be right back. I gotta go pick up my bro.
Okay.
And now I see what you meant by that.
We'll be here for about another hour and a half.
Yeah,
so.
basically, I was trying not to give that film advertisement, so I was calling it the Orange Movie because anyone who knows Cutie citrus products instantly knows what movie I'm talking about without giving it.
Yeah, I completely forgot about the Cuties oranges, which I gotta say, I feel sorry for the company who makes those because your name is now tainted with a cheese pizza movie.
A movie for perverts to watch at the leisure of their home and not worry about getting arrested.
Yep, a movie perfect for the
Also,
morbidly obese neck
Also, that
being
movie was actually made in France. Adult racism.
a movie
Nice.
perfect for the morbidly obese basement
Oh,
dwelling
I
shit
thought you were
pit
talking
smelling
about the
neck to you.
shirt.
Also,
Wait, were you talking about the shirt?
Also, before my account got nuked again, I followed Ramba and she did a drawing of Sora with the Bowsette crown, because of Smash and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm
Such a
gonna.
disappointing way to end Smash.
Anyway, I said I'm gonna assume Sora's been aged up, so hopefully people will mind their own damn business. And they said, if the character is this, you shouldn't be aging them up because that's messed up. And I'm like, I guess characters like Toru Honda are bad then, considering the series Fruits Baskets ends with her married to Kiyo as an old woman with children and grandchildren walking with her fucking husband. She started out as 15 and ended in like her 70s.
Wow. That is just
Wow.
something to freaking behold. But in all seriousness, guys, this is why we actually need escapisms, because we don't want to actually deal with all these real world issues. We don't want all this gender identity crap being forced down our throats. We don't want anything that actually might be considered offensive. But they'll just use every black in the book trying to actually force this whole propaganda down our throats.
Yeah, that's kind of why I quit on modern comics and just buy the retro comics. Which,
As you
if you
should.
saw my videos,
By
if I could speak,
by retro and by manga, which, by the way, my youngest niece is into My Hero Academia now. I'm so happy.
Nice.
anyways, as I was saying, if you were watching my videos, the Batman Detective Comics 80 years and the Mighty Marvel Masterworks, yeah, they are published by modern Marvel and DC, but they are still classics.
Also, I know I usually
And
bring
it's still
up
worth it.
I know I usually bring up Harry Potter a lot, considering it's J.K. Rowling saying it, I know people don't like Dumbledore being the gay character, but it's like, because there's no hint or something. It's like, well, you have to remember when Dumbledore was born, you were liable to be nailed to a cross if you said, "Hey, I'm a guy and I like guys." Not to mention, yes, stuff started changing in the 90s, which is when the book series is set, but we didn't really get very good equal rights until 10 or 20 years after the new millennium started. So it makes sense. So it makes sense Dumbledore wouldn't be like, "Oh, hey, you're cute," because he grew up in a time where if you said, "Hey, I think that guy's handsome and I am also a guy," he'd be stoned to death.
Damn.
Yeah, he was born in 1890 or something.
And when you look at that, history hasn't changed a bit. But instead of gays being like that, it's now straight people are getting that treatment.
Yeah, it's ridiculous because friggin' We're dealing with like all these wokies trying to freaking destroy everything that we hold dear. Whether it's anime, whether it's video games, whether it's comic books, TV shows, it doesn't matter. They're just trying to destroy it because, they just want to see us suffer and, make us miserable as they are.
Yeah,
Someone,
Mel, they do.
I will, again, before my account got nuked, I actually shared a video I found. But a guy was reviewing Ranma, and the stuff he pointed out, it pointed out the problems, at least at the time of Japan, with how women were treated. And then you had Ranma, who didn't really care, who ended up slowly accepting his cursed form and stuff. I mean, if given the chance for a cure, he would obviously take it, but he's gotten used to it and stuff. And I'm like, Rama is a lot more queer positive than the queer positive stuff people make nowadays.
Exactly. That's why, this is why we actually support, things. Don't even get me started on DJ Kirkland because that guy freaking doesn't even understand. This guy really fucking pisses me off. I tell you that much.
I mean, Uranus
Hey,
and Sailor Moon.
hey, so this is the retro comics collection I got so far. How do you think I'm doing?
Nice.
Those are pretty cool.
This Spider-Man comic in particular has Amazing Fantasy 15.
I actually have the black cover edition of Spider-Man, aka the 9/11 one. The only time I would accept real life politics, because let's be honest, most of Marvel is set in New York, Manhattan, and stuff, so it would make sense they'd have to react to what happened on 9/11.
Yeah, exactly. But here's the thing,
How much is that comic in particular?
I'm not sure. My uncle got it for me when I was like 15 years old.
But the thing with that is, though, even though, that's political, it's done with respect. Unlike these wokies who make comics that are political, it's done with like, hey, if you got a PP, you're an evil misogynistic white man, and you got to accept, the LGBT and the LGBT, and like even when the characters are LGBT, that's all they talk about.
That's something I'd like to reference in either my game I want to make, or a comic series where there'd be twins, fraternal twins. One's a boy, one's a girl. The girl is your typical girly girl, but she's still willing to fight and stuff. And the guy is, a guy, and they work together, and they both have to work together if they want to succeed in stuff. Otherwise, they're going to fail alone. And basically have a little character at the end be like, and this is why you can't just be a little shit to guys, because not every guy is your drunken father.
Nice.
Because seriously, I think these feminazis have daddy issues. Like, I'm sorry your dad was a piece of shit, but not everyone's dad is a piece of shit.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is from the Mirage TMNT.
Nice.
My only regret with having the black cover edition of Spider-Man is I was never able to get to Stan Lee to have him sign it.
Relatable.
And Stanley's dead now. Rest in peace.
That's why I said that's my one regret.
I'm gonna say, with the way that Marvel is today, I bet you Stan Lee is practically freaking spinning in his grave right now about how
it's that one scene from one of the movies, only it's clouds, and he's like, "Don't make me go down there, punks."
Yeah, I've seen that one. But it's just like you said though.
And all of a sudden, the Marvel offices are haunted.
Someone needs to do that as a fan comic. Someone needs to
guys. Okay, go ahead. I'll just wait.
well, no, what I was about to say was like, again, when it comes to these Wookiees, making the comics, there's a difference between that 9/11 Spider-Man issue versus any of these comics right now. The 9/11 was done out of respect and honor. The Wookiee comics, every single one of them is done out of spite, anger, daddy issues, mommy issues, people with PP issues, and so many damn mental illness issues. It's not even funny. It's like they have no chill. And it's like what we've always say when they make LGBT characters. They have to be gay and fabulous like every fucking 5 seconds.
You want
It's
to know a Marvel character that actually is queer? And it's because he was supposed to be a parody of Slade from DC. Deadpool.
Deadpool?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that is Deadpool, but there's also he was a mutant. I forgot his name, but it's something Eye, like Night Eye, or not Night Eye. Shit. Like, okay, I only know
My
him.
Hero Academia end up in Marvel.
No, 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 no. Like,
We already have Attack on Titan, so we don't really need My Hero.
Oh no,
What?
it was like, okay, I remember like Star Eye or something like that. He can shoot a laser out of his eye, and he was supposed to
Cyclops?
be ill. No, 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 no. This was a guy that worked with Mojo in the old animated cartoon show.
Well, I can't tell you then.
Well, like, well, also just to out
Mojo
there,
Jojo?
there are several other characters who are LGBT in comics before the woke bullshit. Now, yes, there were a few that were like, no, let's not do this.
The fact that Deadpool breaks the fourth wall makes him being a queer character even funnier, because you have like one scene where he's on Spider-Man's back because unfortunately he can't climb walls like Spider-Man, and he says, "You know the fans are writing gay ship about us, right?" What the fuck? And he's like,
Hey,
"That's
guys.
not helping."
Well, what's up, Felicia?
So, when I become an independent comic book creator, this is the stuff I want to make.
Nice.
Yeah, in fact,
I'm kind of
I'm still pretty solid on, making like my own comics. I still want to focus on doing my Magical Murder Technicon first, because I definitely want to get that started and actually make that possible. But then afterwards, I'll actually get started on my Ability to Kid Demon Hunter story.
Yeah, but like I said, guys. But like I said, I'm not going to tell you what my series is about just yet. But just so you know, it's a combination of the art style is like a combination of Frank Miller and Jonah Vasquez.
Nice.
Where it's like realistic, but also has a cartoony art style. Kind of like a fusion.
I love Jonah Vasquez's stuff.
You know, like stuff like Johnny the Homicidal Killer and Invader Zim.
Somewhere in my room.
Oh, can I see it?
If I can remember where it is, I'll show you the next time I'm on stream. Probably not tomorrow because I got a therapy appointment.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, like I said, basically, we just actually need to create something, unique and something for the fans. And I'm still pretty, solid on doing like the whole freaking, independent comics, like, throw my hat in the ring and try to actually give the fans something special that, I know that if they want to actually read my stuff, they should actually have the right to actually read it. If I actually fail for some reason, I'll take responsibility. I won't actually attack the fans saying, you guys are what's wrong. I'll admit I'm actually human. I make mistakes, and if it all falls back, and if I don't actually live up to my own expectations, I'll take full responsibility for what I failed at.
The only problem with Johnny the Homicidal Maniac is you couldn't do it nowadays because people would be bitching about how it makes fun of mental illness, because Johnny is more or less schizophrenic and depressed. it turns out it's a supernatural thing. That's the problem, but still, it's like, personally, I think Johnny is a great example to show what people who have to struggle with mental illness has to go through, because he ends up falling in love with a girl named Debbie, but he can't commit because of the fact that he's scared that the problem with him, where he's driven to be homicidal, will eventually have him try and kill her.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous. But in all seriousness, guys, this is why we actually need to create more, like, more controversial stuff, because if it actually goes to piss us off the wokies, then it's going to be good.
I mean, there's actually a character, he's like there for only a couple panels, but apparently he somehow witnessed Johnny's work in the comics, and he's like, I'm a big fan of yours. I've started killing people's stuff too. And the minute he says he raped a 14-year-old girl, Johnny's like, what the fuck you just say? And kills him. Basically, Johnny is like, whoa, I may kill people, but I don't like it. And you not only reveled in the joy that you killed this girl, but you actually said you raped her? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's just ridiculous. Besides, I mean, well, we lost Dio, but hopefully he'll come back.
Skynet!
I know. But like I said, you can come back. Basically, this is just my personal thing. Like, I actually do enjoy Ring of Healer. I mean, it's actually a little bit graphic, I know. And, like, it sucked that, Tiaro actually had to go through so much when he was actually, during his first time around. He was actually
also, back to the whole video game thing. You want a game that's good for representation? Go with The Sims, because once you make a character, you can have your sim be gay, bisexual, or straight.
I have no idea what the fuck happened, but one thing that I do want to throw out there, though, is, first off, to kind of, since Mr. A wanted to talk about games and stuff, I just seen this on Twitter, which I think that's probably what threw me off, because I'm on my cell phone right now, and I was looking at Twitter while I was, talking with you guys, so that's probably why it threw me off. But anywho, so in Mass Effect, ladies and gentlemen, they are going to replace the word gender with body type. How brave and bold.
Body type? No, that's a term you use for if you like Dio and into chubby chicks, or in my case, curvy women, not necessarily fat, but not a toothpick either. That's what body type is, not what they have in their pants.
Yes, I mean, I know that, that everyone who doesn't have a mental illness knows that, but to these people, they ravage in their mental illness, so they believe that a woman's body can have a penis and a man's body can have a vagina. They still say we men can get pregnant, and I told them I can take all the donations from a sperm bank up my ass, and I still will not get pregnant.
Unless we've suddenly been like Junior with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Unless we've ended up in the world of Junior with Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's not how it works. You gotta have someone with a pussy in order to have a baby.
Exactly.
I miss the days when Mass Effect 3 was the actual ending for the Mass Effect franchise.
Well, all I know is they want to change the gender to body, and no one cares. Only the wokies, because they think it's brave and bold, and yet I will still say male and female.
I mean, when Oprah was still on the air, they had a thing of a man.
Why don't we ever say bitch?
A man has gotten pregnant. I'm like, wait, what? And I go in and it was a trans man. I'm like, I mean, I guess technically it's true, but I was expecting someone biologically born male.
Hey, what happened to the term bitch? Is that like dead now?
Could you answer that there, Didi?
The term bitch?
Yeah. Like, is it actually not relevant anymore?
Look, I'm not feeling like calling people bitches today, okay?
Okay.
Well, all I know is it's also stupid because, again, only two genders, no matter if your mental illness says otherwise. And a man cannot get pregnant. I cannot get pregnant. Sterno cannot get pregnant. Shadow cannot get pregnant. Mr. A cannot get pregnant. It doesn't matter how much baby batter you shove up our asses, we will not get pregnant.
Unless we end up in the world of Junior, and even then you have to
Oh,
special chemical
jeez.
to do that.
I do not want to remember that movie. I was just a boy watching that movie. That was the creepiest movie I have ever seen. And I watched horror
Hey,
movies,
guys.
mind you.
My phone's at 5%, so I have to go soon. Stick with the shows because at the end of the day, the darkness is always with you.
Yep. Have a good one
Right.
there. Like,
Bye.
But no,
yeah.
but they also want to sit there and swap the word mother with birth giver or whatever, and instead of saying breastfeeding, it's chest feeding. Like, no. I'm gonna call it breastfeeding because you need boobies, you need mommy milkers to breastfeed. It doesn't matter if you want to pretend that men can give milk. Now, yes, we men can give milk, but that milk is for baby girl.
Oh God. Yeah.
Anyway, the thing I believe is going to happen first is this prototype I saw for a machine where where it would act as a womb, but you could grow a baby inside of it. I'm going to believe that's going to be the first thing that happens sooner than a guy being able to have a kid.
Exactly. Because again, we men cannot get pregnant. And do not bring up Junior again, Didi, so help me God, I will remind you of everything Chris Chan has done. I hated that movie.
It ain't my fault that's the only movie that's ever had a guy get pregnant.
And I hated that movie. I mean, not hated it, was just, oh God, it was just so disturbing. I mean, it was just seeing Arnold Schwarzenegger pregnant. That's the OG cursed image.
Mama!
But no, it's just absolutely stupid because these folkies want to live in pretend world where men can get pregnant and that there's more than two genders and all this. Like, how do they take this seriously? How do they look in the mirror and say, yes, I identify as a male deer?
I think when it comes to supposedly guys getting pregnant, I think they've been watching Invader Zim too much. And even then, this is more fanon because of the fact there's more male Irkin than there are female. So the fan theory is that the Irkin race has both parts so that they can still breed and stuff because again there's more males than females, so it's basically like how the fuck do you have any more Irkins without having enough females and stuff. But even then, even if it wasn't fanon, it's still fiction.
Exactly, there you go. It's
Not only
fiction.
that, it's a whole nother race of people, like aliens. Who knows what's out there in extraterrestrials?
Sir, no, careful. Demi Lovato doesn't like the term aliens being.
Oh yeah,
Demi Lovato can go suck a. I don't. What the fuck? Alien is a fucking alien. They can go suck it.
I would love for an alien to just come down one day and meet that dumbass and say, "Listen, Earthling, we do not give two fucks what you call us because we are not sensitive little pussy bitches."
We
Bloop
have
bloop.
mastered space travel, whereas y'all haven't even reached Mars yet.
Get on
And
our
we don't
could
have
roast
level.
feelings.
They could roast us badly just by criticizing how primitive we are compared to them and all that.
Just imagine
Exactly.
coming to Earth and disguising themselves just to find the humans that aren't fucking stupid. And taking
Yeah,
them to another planet and saying, okay, we're hoping we can make your race a lot smarter. So please don't have, please, our
And
expectations are low. Please don't make them go lower.
well, and see,
They keep him
then
off
they
of
immediately
Twitter.
go lower for two reasons. For two reasons, they immediately go lower. One, because those of us that get taken along, we're still too attached to the fucking morons, and so they're like, "Oh God, we're trying to liberate you." And then the ones that aren't attached to the fucking morons, they've got a different problem. They don't ever want to go back because they're afraid of being hung or burned like a witch.
yeah, that's just the thing. Also, Bubba, you actually said during.
Oh no, I was more like, they take the humans that aren't stupid and try and, have them breed new humans that aren't stupid.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
which means the Wokies aren't allowed to go near the aliens.
The
okay,
Wokies
guys,
can have a destroyed planet for all I care. They deserve to live in trash.
yeah. Anyway, guys, I hate to cut you guys off, but Bubba actually had something to say that he mentioned during the Council of Leaves. You said something about an SJW at your job there, Bubba.
oh
Wait,
my God! No,
what?
not at my job. Okay, so I don't know if any of y'all have seen some of my Twitter fights these last few days. And anyway, so long story short, we've had 6 days with the new company that just bought us out, and no fucking joke. I was like, 10 years with the other company over stupid bullshit. I've been written up enough times you could paper the fucking walls of my apartment. And I'm like, you know what? New company, new start. Let's do this. 6 goddamn fucking days in, and the new boss comes in with a fucking write-up sheet. Apparently, one of those little SJW trash bags fucking reported me and got me written up at work.
What the fuck did you do, or what did they say
What,
you
to
do?
hold the door open for the asshole?
Well, at one point in time, one of them, okay, so it started when I was defending this one artist girl. I don't even know who she fucking is, but once upon a time, she said the dulled version of the N-word, and it was like 2 years ago, and they're just now bringing it up because they wanted to come after her, and so I'm like, I was like, you motherfuckers must be the type of bitches that think, if a white kid's spouting rap lyrics, he's racist, and that started it. And then they started coming after her because she's the one that drew the MILF Sora, like after the Bowsette crown, like, or the Toadette crown, like, hits Sora, and suddenly Sora looks like a hot MILF. Like, she drew that.
Because Ram
The first one, the one that got tossed around first, but they were calling her a sexual predator and stuff, and so I'm like, yeah, that's bullshit. And so we're anyway. So when I got pulled into the office this morning, I got they had a stack full of my fucking tweets, and one of them was me. I had posted several aged up characters. One was, or three. It was Misty, Froppy, and there's this one where Sora's getting with Ariel from The Little Mermaid, and I all it said was "get triggered." And then the other one, this guy called me a goofy ass N-word, and I spelled it with an N, an exclamation point, 2 G's, and an @ sign. But I put that's Mr. to you, Mr. Goofy ass to you, anyway. I didn't get in trouble for either of those. Those are what they tried to report me for. To my company's credit, they were like, well, we don't see that you're promoting. They tried to say that the little motherfuckers online were trying to say that I was promoting pedophilia and that I was being racist. The new boss, he looks at it, he says, though I wouldn't consider any of these posts wise, the only one you're in trouble for is, so back in 2020, these mother goddamn fuckers dug back to 2020 and found one time where I said where I worked. Then they motherfucking reported me, and I didn't even say I worked there. All I did was fucking mention somebody was asking about it, and they're like, and I was like, well, try with them, Anyway, they guessed that was where I fucking worked, and then reported me to my company or to the client that turned around and reported me to my company. And 6 goddamn fucking days in, and I've already got a goddamn write-up, and it's been passed down from corporate. Like, this ain't a small write-up. This is like from on high. Now, I got 3 things I can look at here. 1, he begged me like 4 times not to get mad and quit. He kept telling me, oh, you're very valued. We need you here, blah, blah, blah. So I know they're still...
Find another job and quit and let them suffer, because the employers need to stop doing. The employers need to just shut up and shut up and stop punishing people for what they do on their personal social media. It's none of their fucking business.
Thank you for something I can use in my comedy skit if I ever become a comedian. And my show.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm using it in my comedy skit too.
It's none of these people's fucking business. And this is what companies need to stop giving these fuckers power.
In fact,
and one thing I do want to say though, I will say props to your boss for not having an issue with your post about the Lolicon age up thing or anything like that. At least he is smart enough not to.
No. He didn't say he didn't have a problem with it. In fact, he did tell me, he said, these aren't the types of things I think you should be posted online, which ain't none of his business. All he said was that I didn't break any company rules by it. And
okay. Never mind then. No, I thought he was.
I'd say find another job. These people want to. If they care so much of what you put on your personal social media,
well,
they're the problem actually.
But this is what I'm gonna call my comedy. This is what I'm gonna call my very first show if I can make it to the big leagues as comedy. My thing is gonna be called Politically Incorrect.
I like that. It's actually just so beautiful.
And I will actually address the audience.
Sorry about that. I went to hit my Switch controller and I hit my phone instead. But anyway, I'm definitely looking for another job. But I found out what the problem is. My previous job, the previous company, was based out of Florida. The company that just bought us out is based out of Connie fucking Fornia.
Oh God!
Fuck!
No, the
thing is,
because you're in danger right now. You are in danger. If you say
you have no idea.
I do.
Get out of there, because I would just
say
Anyway, back to my thing about my comedy skit. It's going to be called Politically Incorrect, and I will address the audience saying, if you're one of these wokey bleeding hearts who will get offended by me saying that you need to stop fucking lying about men being the problem when you yourself ain't exactly good either, princess, you can get the fuck out of my show, and there's no fucking refund, so no demanding your fucking money back for the tickets.
Exactly. Be the Dave Chappelle. Have that Dave Chappelle energy.
I will be the queer Dave Chappelle.
Well, one thing I do want to throw out there though, Geek Hero, like, nah, you are in danger. If this is California, like, nah, if you were to say a lady looks nice, they can get you for sexual harassment if they want to.
Oh, trust me. I know.
Not just that, but hold on. I hope to God, like what we're saying right now can't be reported to your boss or anything.
Well, no, because I have not mentioned any names about where I work.
As long
Okay.
as Bubba doesn't say where he works or post this on his Twitter, they'll never know.
Oh, I can post this on my Twitter. Again, I didn't say anything by name. That was he spent quite some time explaining to me that that's the damn rule.
Okay, so never mention where you work, and try to find somewhere that's not based in California.
Yeah, because dude, you are in grave danger. All it's going to take is just one EDP thing, like you open a door for a woman, or you say, "Hey, I identify
And
as a man."
because you're known for in the anime community and stuff, I'll make you a bet that any, like, if an SJW gets a job there, they're gonna try and Me Too your ass. That's what they're gonna try to do.
Oh, it's
They're gonna try to Me Too you.
I got the comic book people too.
Yeah, but I'm talking about people who because, like, if an SJW gets a job where you work physically, they'll try if they're like a feminist gets a job at your place, they're gonna target you and try and come up with all sorts of lies and say that you raped them, say that you need a body camera to prove your innocence, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
Because these people can't be trusted.
They believe that even falsely accusing someone of rape is justified in their eyes.
Oh, hell no,
Oh
it
yeah,
ain't.
I've seen it.
In their
Hell
eyes.
no, it ain't. If you falsely claim that someone violated you, and I find out that you weren't violated by them, I will beat the shit out of you and say, "How's it feel to be violated for real, huh? Huh? Let me beat the shit out of you, and then you can be an honest person."
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is they think the ends justify the means. It's the reason why they go all Antifa and burn places down. They think the ends justify the means, so they can do what the hell they want, and they shouldn't be punished for it at all.
Also, another thing I want to bring up is freaking Anita Sarkeesian about people. And also, guys, I hate to say this, but if anybody's actually playing the game Fall Guys, that's actually the money from that game is actually going towards Fremen's frequency and Anita Sarkeesian.
Oh God!
Are you fucking
I did
kidding
not know
me?
that. I did not know that.
No, I'm 100% serious. I saw this in a video once. I don't know who said it, but basically, all I'm just saying is, basically, if you play Fall Guys, you're supporting Anita Sarkeesian and you're supporting feminist frequency.
Well, I don't play Fall Guys, so yay, I'm not supporting that bitch. But
I did not know that. I mean, I was planning on playing it, but never mind.
I didn't know that. They kept that a secret. That's probably why there's so many people playing it, because they don't know.
I remember her video she made that she needed so much money for, and I decided to give it a chance. Because who knows? I watched it, I thought it was stupid, because it's like, what fucking games are you playing that you're assuming it's only male protagonists when there are several female protagonists too? But then, the thing that pissed me off the most was one of the characters, which was Daphne from Dragon Lair, I think, was a picture someone drew that she yoinked from their DeviantArt account. And she basically said, "Oh, it's not," and the girl basically showed proof that it was her drawing. I'm like, bitch, I hate people who steal other people's art. You are on my shit list now.
Yeah, as soon as the stream's over, guys, I'll actually see if I can actually find the video that connects Fall Guys to Anita Sarkeesian, and I will show you the proof. To actually prove to you guys that the money that this game is making is going towards Anita Sarkeesian. And
Here's the thing.
Anita Sarkeesian and Zoe Quinn are straight, right?
Huh?
As far as we know.
Let me say something.
How they would react if someone did a caricature of them Frenching? Would they be like?
Okay.
They would probably pretend to be allies and be like, "Oh, that's fine."
Yeah. Anyway.
I'd be screaming bull fucking shit. We know you don't like it, but you're not going to say anything because then you won't look like the perfect feminazi. Then if you don't support. You're allowed to be pissed that people are shipping you with the sex that you're not comfortable with. I mean, that's the whole thing with Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. They both have girlfriends, but people refuse to accept that and keep trying to force them to be in a gay relationship.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I had something to say.
I hate to cut you off, but go ahead.
The thing is with Anita Sarkeesian is the standards Sony wants to push that Japanese games have to follow, or else they're not allowed. Anita Sarkeesian is the one who is basically the standard that they're using to determine, basically like a stripped down version of Anita's standards is what they're determining whether or not a game has a right to exist on Sony's platform. They say, well, we're not trying to take away your games. Yes, they are. They're trying to make them. They're trying to
Also,
use corporate power to censor
Can I
stuff.
point this out about Anita Sarkeesian? There you go. You got your bitch quota. She always wears big hoop earrings. She always has her makeup done, her hair done, and it's like, for someone who says that women shouldn't be forced to follow stereotypes, you sure are following fucking stereotypes.
Exactly. Is that kind of going by what Cerna was saying, the whole corporation thing? Like, yeah, we fans, we want the Japanese games. Me and Cerna, when I was doing my live stream of Tales of Arise last week, we were talking about how awesome we, the fans, would love to play the Fate CCC series. I mean, yes, I know copyright, blah, blah, blah stuff, but the point here is the fans, we exist. We exist. We want to play these games, not just games like Fate and Seven Kagura and any other spicy game, but any other game that is Japanese exclusive. We want to play them, and it's like Sony. They are trying to say no. Like, they know what's best for us, and they just want it to be what they fit this narrative of nobody wants to play these types of games, even though we in the background are raising our hand like, yo, idiot, I want to play this. Don't you speak for me.
Yeah, in fact, that's the thing, because, we prefer playing Japanese-based games because basically Japan knows how to make good games. Whereas we in the West, like, freaking Naughty Dog, all these other companies,
they're actually Naughty Dog. They used to have such awesome games, and now they fall into the wokies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because of freaking The Story of Us 2. That game is just complete and utter garbage because, we actually have, like, as the nicest song would put it, we have freaking Man Bear Pig, aka Abbyzilla.
I mean, this should be a disgrace to Western game makers when the only game I can fucking name recently that's actually good is Psychonauts 2. You fucking failed.
Yeah.
Don't forget Metroid Dread, Dee.
Oh yeah, Metroid Dread. Yeah, Metroid Dread was a gem. Like, it is.
I'm talking about games from the West, Matt.
Oh, okay. I mean, in this case, what Western AAA gaming hasn't been good for a long time. I'm sorry, guys.
And
yeah, because they want to go woke.
It annoys me because Psychonauts 2 is now going to be the thing I use as an example of being able to do queer representation right without fucking having to force it or having to make someone else that's already existed as straight queer. They could have so easily had Lily or someone end up saying, you know what, I'm not into the opposite sex anymore. I'm into the same sex. But no, they made new characters. Jack Black plays Helmet, by the way.
That is awesome. Wait, what voice does he use? His actual voice or?
I'd have to find it and post it in the Discord.
Or does he sound like the Kung Fu Panda?
Please say he does.
Please help.
I think I'm trying to describe it. He does more of a deeper voice, but you can tell it's Jack Black. And for those who weren't sure,
Oh, so he sounds like he did in that Legends, that Rock Legends game.
No, Brutal Legends.
Brutal Legends, yeah.
My point is, we see him and another character, Bob Zanato, have a relationship. And at first you think, oh, good friends and stuff. And then you see Bob Zanato's memories where you find out they got married. And it's like, oh my God, queer representation that's not a fucking stereotype or forced.
Exactly.
Oh, dude, Bugsnax did a pretty good relationship like that.
Yeah, and also, here's the thing. It turns out that Jack Black is also going to be doing the voice of Bowser in the new Super Mario movie.
Hell yeah, he is.
I'm going to be honest. I am going to be honest. I'm going to be disappointed if we don't see Bowser play the guitar at any point.
Oh, God, yes. Yes.
Because you got to reference that he's voiced by Jack Black. I'm sorry.
Yeah, not to mention Jack Black's quite the metalhead himself.
Yes, but after he kidnaps the princess, I want him to try to serenade her with a guitar solo.
Yes,
that would be
in the
I
dark
love you,
time.
Princess Peach. Be mine. Like, no. Oh yeah, speaking of the Mario movie, did everyone see that thing John Leguizamo said?
Yeah,
white
he's
people.
blind.
I guess they had to have white people. I'm like, I didn't know the couple minorities they got to play like Peach and stuff was, white.
And also, even if they were white, I mean, are they like Jewish or?
Oh, that's
or Irish.
Yeah, I've got some Irish blood in me.
That pisses me off about people trying to badmouth Stan Lee, like he was evil and stuff. I'm like, this was a Jewish man who was not allowed to adopt children because his wife was Christian. Because back in the day, you had to both be the same religion in order to be allowed to adopt a child. So they couldn't get a Christian baby because he was Jewish, and they couldn't get a Jewish baby because she was Christian. So that's why they only had the one natural daughter, because
they were fresh out of atheist babies, I hear. Never mind.
Yeah.
That was
Abortion
wrong.
joke.
Funny how that happens.
yeah, that was
Abortion,
wrong.
that's why.
Yeah, in fact, it's just
That went really dark.
these days. Yeah, and Matt, while you were gone, we actually mentioned like Anita Sarkeesian, and like if you play Fall Guys, then you're actually supporting freaking feminist frequency, and like
and by extension, you're supporting Sony's censorship, because Sony's censorship is a lot based on Anita Sarkeesian and her ideology.
Well, good thing I don't play any Fall Guys, so there. Ha! Second bitch.
Yeah.
I swear, if I ever meet that bitch, I might not beat the crap out of her, but I'm gonna record her and ask, how come my feelings about like fan service and stuff are invalid? Is it because I'm not like you? Is that the reason?
She would decry you as a choice feminist, which basically it's feminism without all the Marxist garbage that Anita Sarkeesian put in there. The whole thing of you having to think of the group instead of individuals' voices counting is basically a Marxist thing where it's all based on groups.
Yeah. If she were to say I don't count because of not being part of the hive mind, I'd punch her in the nose.
Yeah, Because
Again, it's just these. Oh, hold
Yeah,
on,
that
Cinder.
ghost looks fucking
it's
hideous.
communism. That's what. It's feminists combined with communism is what it is.
She's basically Barbara Streisand.
Feminism. Anyway, that was. I'm not
My
sorry.
version of the football scene from the Brady Bunch. Dinner's ready. Ah, my nose.
But
Yeah,
no, one thing I do want to say though, it's like they talk about the male gaze and how evil it is, and yet they ignore the bisexual women and the lesbian women who enjoy seeing tits and ass, as well as the cosplayers and the individuals who like games like Seven Kagura and Queen's Blade and all that. And it's like
get me started on lovely Angelica from Trails of Cold Steel, baby. I mean that baby thirsty for muff.
And it's just these women exist, but the land whales, the donkeys, the man-bear pigs, they want to have their voices heard. Like, no one may be pretty, that they have to look like me. Oh.
Oh, someone's ass got out again.
Oh God.
There's actually, from what I've seen from the trailers of Encanto, and yes, I want to see it. I know Disney sucks, but it looks like an interesting movie, and I want to see.
It does look okay, and that even a broken clock's right twice a day.
But from what I've seen in the trailers, I don't know if it'll actually appear in the movie or not. But they have a guy who says the donkeys got out again to the woman who's super strong and stuff. Which just because she's super strong and buff does not mean she's a fucking lesbian. Oh my God. Movie hasn't even been out yet, and people are trying to slap the queer sticker on characters.
Yeah, I figured.
Well, of course,
and
I
don't buy Disney stuff anyway, since they're partly responsible for why the internet's so fucked up with copyright and stuff. Disney is, one of the main culprits. I don't support them. I don't support Hollywood either. I don't go buy Hollywood movies. I don't even pirate anything because that's just it's not worth it. It's not worth the bandwidth either.
But
yeah, for my movie fix, I prefer indie. Old school, and let's see, what's Asian cinema.
But I want someone to take that scene, whether it appears in the movie or not. Just use the trailer if you need to get that scene. But I want someone to take that scene and have you can label the strong female character if you want, and literally she's strong if you want, but have names like Anita Sarkeesian, Zoe Quinn, and stuff on the donkeys.
Well, one thing I do want to talk that, Didi, since I'm pretty sure you've probably seen this show, I'm not sure, but you know how you can tell the difference between a normal human being who is excited for a product and an idiot clown who, is just a clown? Well,
a consumer.
As you probably know, the TV series, The Ghost and Marty McGee, has came out recently.
Oh,
and...
I've watched the episodes out so far.
Huh?
I've watched the episodes that have come out so far.
Oh, so have I, and it was a pretty good show. Also, oh my God, Master Shake voices the ghost, and it is the greatest thing ever. I was wondering
why he sounded familiar. I'm like,
that's Master Shake. Also, I just heard that Marty is voiced by Sasha, the English voice for, the English voice of Sasha from Attack on Titans.
Ooh.
I know, they got even better. But anyway. The point here is, we were excited for this series. We're interested. Like, okay, what are the characters like? Is it going to be funny? Side note, it is funny. There's some good jokes in it. And it's all around a really good, wholesome, cute, fun little show. Now,
if you think about it, it's kind of funny because if it were like the Victorian era, Molly probably would be scared of Scratch. But since it's modern day, it's like, you know what? kids have been desensitized, so a kid would be like, "Oh my god, a ghost! Let's be best friends."
And that's why I also loved about too, because they could have went the whole, oh my god, a ghost, but not. Marty's like, oh my god, a ghost, we need to be friends. Like, it's kind of a neat little twist. But the point that I'm going to make though here is, we were interested in the show itself. We want to see the show, the characters, etc., etc. These idiots, day one, episode one comes out. Oh my god, I ship these two characters together because they looked at each other. I ship them.
Well, I actually commented when you said something about it, like I did. The main character and a background character of the same gender. The main character's buying cookies. Accidentally touches the background character's hand. Wokies. Oh my god, it's a gay relationship. She
Exactly.
accidentally touched her, you dumbass.
And not just that, but they could. I forgot the booty girl's name, Adriana, I believe it is. But she clearly doesn't like her, and there's no relationship there. Which, to be fair, these are probably the same idiots that are like, "Oh my god, I love Catra and Adore. That is the great best lesbian relationship ever."
Again, there are people who draw porn of the reboot. And I'm sorry to say this, but the people claiming that anyone who likes lolies are pedophiles, if you support the porn drawn of two 16-year-olds, I got some bad news for you.
Yeah. But it's just, again, it shows you the difference between those of us who are interested in a show and clowns. The clowns, the Wokies, they don't care for the Ghost and Marty McGee, just like they don't care for the Outhouse. They just want their representation. They are thirsty for their representation. Where are the gays? Are there any gays? Where are they?
I can't believe they can't be happy that Luce and Amity are a couple. And what made it great was it wasn't just a thing of, oh, our eyes have met. We are now instantly in love with each other. No, Amity hated Luce at first, but as Luce proved herself as someone who was worthy of doing magic and stuff, Amity started slowly growing to like Luce. And then eventually they became a fucking couple.
Exactly, and it was wholesome and it was done well. Compare that to Catra and Adore was just fucking abused because Catra is just a whiny little obnoxious
and
victim
I still
bitch.
hate that. Because had it been like Catra's like, okay, I'll go with you, but she then gets zapped or something and drugged back and has like a chip put in her head that forces her to, be a bitch. I'd have been like, okay, we kind of can't help that. She's been brainwashed, but being cliches and stuff, Adora will be like, come on, Catra, I know you're in there. But no, it was like, hey, you left me, so I'm not happy with you. I'm like, she's saying come with her. Oh
Exactly.
my god.
And again, when Adora's told Shadow Weaver, no, I'm not going to get rid of my friends. I'm still going to be powerful with them and shit. Catra hears this clear as day, and what does she do? And like, yeah, she doesn't want me. I'm going to run off now and cry about like a little
I'm
bitch.
going to cause the world to almost end by having time unravel.
And it's like, this is not a good relationship. Again, Amity and Luz are a good relationship. And you know what? I hope that Marty McGee is straight just to piss off the Wokies because they don't care about Marty McGee or any of the characters in the show. They just want their representation. Where is it? Right? They don't care about the characters or the story.
Based show I have an idea for. The main character is going to be straight, but the tiefling guy she's going to end up with is going to be bisexual, mainly because I'm going to base his appearance off of Moxie from Hell of a Boss. But I'm actually going to have a character that's trans. I'm going to have a character that's a lesbian and so on and so forth. But it's not going to be forced shit. It's going to be little hints like the trans character, when asked what their name is, they'll be like, and the And the Aarakocra that'll be helping him will say, Joanna. Her name is Joanna. Forceful, like, please don't call them Joe or something kind of thing.
Yeah. But I mean, that sounds pretty interesting. And again, it just shows you who the actual people who are interested in a show is versus the clowns who are just hungry and starving for stupid representation. Because the show just came out. Episode 1, 11 minutes came out, and all of a sudden they're already shipping.
I mean, how old is Molly? I mean, I guess if she's like 13 or 14, okay. But if she's like 10, for God's sakes, people, 10 years old is still at that age where children are like, ew, cooties.
I think they are in middle school. I mean, I don't know. I think they are in middle school.
Anyway, my phone's about to die, so...
Aww.
So I'm going to go. Here's my last words. For the love of God, when I say I don't want Superman gay or something, I mean I want an original character, not no representation at all. Anyway, if I'm lucky and therapy doesn't run long tomorrow, I might be able to come in the middle of the stream. If not, sorry, I miss y'all tomorrow.
All right, bye, Dee Dee. Have a great day.
Bye.
See you around, Dee Dee.
Well, I was late today because I dozed off.
Now let's get back to talking video games. How about that ActRaiser remaster, folks?
That what?
ActRaiser remaster.
I haven't seen it.
It's actually pretty damn good.
That's good.
I still prefer the original SNES version, but for a remake,
everybody's gonna prefer the original. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, the whole nostalgia thing.
As far as remakes go, though, I am really oh man, what was the Legend of Mana or whatever, the remake of the third one?
Oh, Seiken Densetsu 3?
Well, because I have the I have the Mana collection that has all three of them in it, and then I've got the Trials of Mana. I've got the remake of 3 as well.
Yeah, how'd you enjoy them?
I am still working on them. But I am enjoying the living hell out of them. I did this thing when I got my Switch. I don't have a whole lot of gaming time, so I buy as many games as I freaking can, and then I'll get around to them.
Yeah, also, the reason why I started playing Far Cry 6 is because basically I played all the other Far Cry's, and, Far Cry 3 is still my personal favorite. Don't at me.
Yeah, I'm still more a fan of Blood Dragon. Don't at me.
Besides, this is why we actually need fun games instead of the things that try to actually push this narrative that gamers are bad. We can't actually have beautiful, good-looking women inside video games because the freaking Me Too bullshit.
The pound Me Too.
Yeah.
I wish it was the 80s again, not gonna lie.
Man, I'm sure we can all agree that the 80s, 90s, and even early 2000s was the golden age for us when we could just play a game. And yeah, we did have the whammon, oh my god, this game will teach violence and blah, blah, blah. But remember back in the 90s when movies made fun of the feminists? Like there would be a feminist character that was stupid, and we would just laugh and mock them like, oh my god, look at that dumb feminist.
Yeah, exactly, man. I mean, and then and all of a sudden we started listening to these dumbass bitches?
Yeah.
Exactly. Now it's like,
where are our balls now, man?
Now we got fucking Ghostbusters 2016. It's like, this could have been good.
I would rather I'd forgotten about it, but thanks a lot, Shimonetta dude.
Well, I want to throw something out real quick. When Ghostbusters 2016 came out, this was before I heard about the wokies, SJWs, and third wave feminist bullshit. So I had in mind, like, oh, okay, this movie's got a female cast. Okay, cool, right? I mean, it's going to be the passing of the torch, and it's going to be like, one character. It's kind of the straight laced one, the mixture.
So how long was it before you were vowing to murder people?
Huh?
How long was it before you were vowing to murder people?
I mean, what's funny is, it was during 2016. I was looking at comic books on YouTube, and I came across not just some guy. It's your boy Zach who was talking about SJW Iceman. I was like, wait, what the hell is an SJW? And I kept going down that rabbit hole, which I kind of regret, but at the same time, now I don't have to worry, right? But dear God, I hated these people, and I had to tell my friend, who is a Star Wars fan, about the Star Wars because it was being infected by the wokies. It's like, listen, dude. You need to know about these losers called wokies or SJWs. Because he didn't know what it was, and it's like, he sees this, it's like, what the hell?
Okay, have any of y'all seen the Ethan Van Sciver Daily Wire video?
I don't really watch him that much, but why?
Yeah, make sure it's just a 10-minute video, and it's EVS talking about like he's on the Daily Wire talking about what happened in the comic book industry. But see, that's the thing. You have to understand, rewind back to 2015, was the last time I consistently sat and read comics, and you have to understand, I was fucking buying comics at a rate like no other. I was literally going in. It was nothing for me to spend $200 a month like on comic books. I was invested, and when I tell you, like, everything just changed overnight. It was fine, everything was awesome, and then it wasn't. Suddenly, suddenly the storylines started to get, and I made excuses for it for a while too. Damn well into 2017, I made excuses for it. But the thing is that little by little, because it started in 2015. I was like, well, that was kind of stupid, because they decided to replace Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, and Captain America all at the same fucking time. They decided, and of course, then they, like I said, fast forward to 2017, and they're making, 75-year-old characters gay. They're making, or I guess 65 at the time, but yeah, they're making 65-year-old characters gay. They're making, I mean, that, just a whole bunch of horse shit. The point is that I thought all this stuff, and I was suffering alone. I really, honest to God, thought, you know what? I guess my day is over. I guess, comics just don't belong to us anymore. And I was almost ready to throw in the fucking towel. And then I had seen an Ethan Van Sciver video, and all he talked about was Cyberfrog. And I had seen Cyberfrog. I was like, oh, that's kind of kick-ass. And then he's like, well, I'm doing a new Cyberfrog. And I'm like, you're doing a what now? Well, after I got fired from DC Comics, I'm like, hold up. And so it just all of a sudden, and this is in 2019, and all of a sudden, like, I jumped from, I had I hardly heard anything about the Gamergate stuff. I didn't really pay attention to the Weeb Wars stuff or to the Kick Vic, saga or any of that. And because I had my own personal demons that I was battling. And then all of a sudden I realized it's all fucking connected. And then it wasn't long before I saw what was going on in the tabletop gaming realm and everything else. And if we don't, entertainment entirely, like anime, people do not seem to fucking understand that anime is all we've got left. if we lose this fight here, we lose everything. Especially after Star Wars and and everything else. We do not. That's why every time Disney starts announcing a new anime, I'm like, nah, that ain't good. As awesome as it might look, hell, they could even do one or two good, but that's how they fucking get us. Each time, hell, I haven't even broke away completely from Disney. I'm still going to the store and buying brand new Marvel Legends action figures. Yes, I know I'm supporting the problem, but I console myself by saying, if I buy what I like and don't buy what I don't like, I'm rewarding good behavior and not bad behavior. But
Yeah,
they
I
got
got
so
that
much
same
money.
mentality.
Yeah, but they've got so much fucking money that some people on our side, that are a little more militant than we are. Some people on our side believe that buying anything from them just reinforces the bad behavior. So
Also,
I don't know.
Also, just a little heads up, guys. I shared the link to the video that I was talking about both in the council leads and on the Discord server. So
Oh, okay.
All right.
just a heads up from that.
But no, I mean, like, I didn't know what it was, and it's like it's just it's strange because you're used to sanity, you're used to people being adult, and if there's an LGBT character, or whatever, it's always a fluid thing. But then, you got these wokies who came in, and it's like, okay, this character is gay. How is he gay? Because he doesn't shut the fuck up about being gay. Okay, every time you turn the page, hi, I'm gay. Turn the page, hi, I'm gay. Turn the page again. Hi, guess what? I'm motherfucking gay. And it's like, I want to be.
What's your number one personality trait? I like other men to touch my penis.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it is. That's all it is.
I thought that one Filthy Frank bit was supposed to be a joke, man. I mean, I'm gay.
Oh yeah, I remember that pink guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pink.
I'm gay.
Oh God! Please just make it stop because basically, if Filthy Frank / Pink Guy actually just call it, then basically it's just fucking ruined.
I don't know, man. That seems kind of gay.
Yeah, it's pretty goddamn to me.
The whole
Damn.
pink guy thing became. Oh, that meme came true. Why?
Yeah.
Because these people, they keep hiring activists that work for damn near nothing and hate our fucking guts. That is why. That is the only goddamn reason why. That is literally the only thing. When we teach them that they should fire all these little bastards and pull out their goddamn wallets and pay somebody an actual living wage, then maybe we might get something better.
Yeah, the thing is, though, I think that the problem is our school system is also hijacked, so good luck with that in the future.
Yeah, our school system is hijacked.
God forbid somebody makes money.
I never even noticed that back in high school, but looking back at it now, holy shit! I was fucking robbed.
Yeah, at least when we were in high school, there wasn't this type of mental illness where everyone has to identify as a fucking, a non-binary chipmunk or some bullshit. Yeah, we had some stupidity back in that time. What was that? Sometimes it was like good kind of stupidity, where it was just good fun. Now the wokies would look at that and go, oh my god, that was toxic masculinity and misogynistic, and it hurts my little pee-pee fee-fees.
Yeah.
If I hear any Wookiee call a jackass toxic masculinity, guess where the fuck they been going?
Man, could you imagine a Wookiee watching Jackass?
Speaking of which, the new Jackass movie looks great.
And churlish.
But yeah, nah, man. I tell you, they ain't got the balls for this shit. And I'm so excited for this new Jackass movie. I never even watched Jackass back in the day, but I gotta fucking see this
Dude,
movie.
you be missing out big time. I mean,
oh no, I watched it later. I just,
man.
Man, like I'm gonna be honest, you can okay Boomer if you want, but we right here lived in the best era, the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. We had it all. We had good cartoons. We had Jackass. We had
Dio,
great
man, none of us
movies.
lived in the 80s.
And
There is nobody on this panel that lived in the 80s. I think all of us are 90s babies. Or
Well, in
younger.
technicality, I was born in
I'm an
1987.
80s baby, dude.
Oh yeah, so the whole 3 years of your life, yeah, I'm sure you really enjoyed the 80s.
Hey, I mean,
I was born in 83, dude.
God damn, you're older than I am.
Seriously?
Used to enjoy
Oh hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, man. Okay, yeah, 80s, 90s. Okay, hell, we got this. All right. All right, carry on.
Yeah, we got this. But not like, I mean, we had it
I'll admit
all.
when I'm wrong. Yeah.
Like, we had it all, and then the wokies come in, and it's like, now we gotta, remake movies, but with a woke image. We have to remake comics with a woke image. We have to, make sure video games are a safe space, and, any little pussy-ass bitch can play it, and it's like, no. Go away, you fucking used it. Just like with the game journals. Just like the game journals were crying about how Metroid Dread was too hard.
Oh, I am
these
so
goddamn
disappointed in Dave
progressives.
Jaffe. I am so disappointed in Dave Jaffe. That man is a
Same
motherfucking
here.
legend, and he just all of a sudden bent over and lost it. Like I don't know what the fuck.
He made fucking God of War, for God's sakes, man. Ass titties and fucking ultra violence, man. And what did he do? He basically
Okay, I get it. I get it. The game, he got hung up. He got hung up on some.
knelt at the altar of Saint Sarkeesian.
Yeah. I don't know we're allowed to call them saints, man. That's like black saints, man. That's like devil worshiping shit right there. Even though the devil's like, yeah, no, hell no. Anyway.
God doesn't want him. Satan doesn't want him either. I don't think even Buddha wants him.
Nobody wants him.
So in other words, he gets sent to Detroit.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, let me play that again. Oh, let me play that again.
Cause none of if I don't think even I think that the Greek and Norse gods would probably not want him either, especially after when he turned one of them black. Because they can't make their own characters. That's the thing. They can't make their own characters.
They refuse to make their own characters, is what I'm trying to say. They don't want to create. They just want to destroy.
I mean, why not just have a new black? Like have Kratos know like have a companion who's black or something.
And again, it's wild when you really sit and think about it. Like, we grew up, in our time periods, and none of us, and mind you, my friend who was Latino, he enjoyed, any character. He was not, he wasn't like, oh my God, where's my representation? I want to find my representation. Like, no. We both enjoyed Batman, we enjoyed Dragon Ball Z, we enjoy it all. And fun fact for you, his favorite Batman villain, if I'm not mistaken, is the Joker. I know, surprise. I mean, the wokies would probably assume that a Latino man would go for Bane, who is, in technicality, he would be Latino Hispanic. But, no. He goes for the character that he enjoys. It's not about representation. Now, I like Bane. I think Bane is pretty cool.
Yeah,
but it's just
got that whole
honestly
massive luchador thing going for him.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that reminds me of a certain FGO servant. Now, damn it! We brain moment.
But it's just
what?
Oh, what were you
Ketzel. Yeah, it's a game I play. let's just say it's basic, it's a, I don't know. I think Dion, just ask Dion.
The Fate series or the FGO? I mean, I think you're thinking about the Quetzalcoatl, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Though I also think of Lukoa when I think of that one, because of, Lukoa from Dragon Age also is based on the same.
It freaking reminds me of that chubby freaking doppelganger of easy and Jamie Markey. Because basically, anytime
that I hate Jamie Markey. She's one of the reasons why we have such problems with anime.
Yeah. And the thing she used to voice that main gal from Shimonetta.
Well, see, and that's the worst part.
Markey's trying to push that same kind of regime onto us.
I know, it's irony.
Well, I still think it's funny that I still think it's funny that sorry, in a weird word association, I still think it's funny that even in the Funimation dub that Mineta from My Hero Academia is voiced by a woman. That cracks me the fuck up every time. Like that and she loves that part. Like, you can tell she like puts her heart and soul into that. But anyway, but anyway, the point is that see that's the biggest problem. Everybody's like, you notice when they go to these conventions and stuff, you see pictures of Monica Rial and Jamie Markey and them from 20 years ago, back when they actually looked cute and shit before we know who they fucking were. And then of course you see them now, and they look like your dad's ex-wife, and you not your mom. We're talking about the second one, and of course I'm just like, ooh.
Dad's ex-wife.
Where are the internet? Right there. Be careful,
they're the kinds.
Woof.
They're the kinds that would divorce you and then try and take everything you have.
I don't even know if they're smart enough to fucking take everything you have. They just want to salt the earth beneath you. They just want to make it to where you can't have anything ever again. If they wanted to take everything, or if they wanted to take half everything you had, they'd be smart about it and let you go to work. Like, look at Hulk Hogan's ex-wife. Like, she wants half everything, so she backed off after a little bit. Because that woman has a brain. But see, I mean, she's still evil as fuck, but she has a brain. And that's the thing. These women, they don't have a goddamn brain. They just want to bring rain hell down upon their enemies. And I mean, come on, let's be perfectly honest here. The only reason why Vic Mignogna came under any fire at all is because somebody, for the first time in 15 fucking years, had a chance of overtaking Christopher Sabat for popularity. Once they realized the self-imposed king of anime, once they realized that somebody might actually take his goddamn throne, all of a sudden everybody fucking turned on him. And the thing is that Vic was naive. He went to work thinking that these people were his co-workers and his friends. He had no idea. They fucking blindsided him. You can look at him and tell they fucking blindsided him. He had absolutely no fucking clue.
This is the reason they push for listen and believe. Since what they did to Vic is what they want to be able to do, and the way they do that is listen and believe. This whole narrative around believe all women. Sarkeesian is one of the ones who basically did this.
Yeah, by the way, if y'all want my opinion on who the real king of anime is, Crispin motherfucking Freeman.
Well, yeah, but all I'm saying is, and that is not a Dragon Ball Z pun. All I'm saying is that at the end of the day, they had to, that they saw that he was getting top billing on everything. He could be a damn side character, and they had to put his name first so that people would buy the fucking anime. You know, because people loved him. People still love him. He gets lines they fucking don't. Oh my God, that thing where that one video where people are booing Monica, that was fucking hilarious. I'm sitting there, I'm fucking sitting at work, and I started laughing so hard I fucking scared my coworker.
And you know who started this? That fucking Mars girl.
Yeah,
it was Mars girl
fuck
and
that
Han like.
bitch. Hell,
Okay,
fuck
I'm not. Okay, okay.
Fucking awful, and the D2 Brigade too.
Okay. So clarify something for me, because I always assumed that Mars Girl was some kind of shadow account for Jamie Markey.
No,
like was that not the case?
A member of, basically a member of Channel Bloody Fucking Awful, as I prefer to call it.
Oh, well, in any event, you know, that's the thing. Here's what gets me. What really fucking gets me. If you really dissect everything, read every one of those fucking affidavits, everything that they brought against Vic Mañana, everything, and I mean absolutely everything, not one single accusation against him is illegal. Literally, even if he did, just hear me out, if they weren't lying, if he did absolutely everything that they said he did, not one damn thing is actually illegal. And that is what gets me. You talk about canceling a man over lies. Even if their lies were fucking true, he's innocent. I mean, not innocent, but just not guilty of anything. You know, the point is that yes, he made some mistakes. It is not okay to cheat on your fiance. But the thing is that his relationship has no bearing on anything to do with any of them. And this, even the girls, even that pair of twins or whatever, both of them were above 18. He admitted to that. Both of them were above 18. And when he propositioned them, they said no. He said, okay, bye. You know? I mean, come on now. The man did not do anything illegal, even if he did everything they said he did. Yeah.
And all I gotta say. And not only that, but they tried to fake evidence and stuff. They tried to take and even some of the fans, like they tried to take other fans' videos and try to say that Vic's interactions with other people, and then they tried to say that was where he didn't get consent, and then the person who actually took the video said he did, and it's like they're trying to basically take the words. They're basically trying to strip the agency away from people so that they can say he did something wrong. They're trying to speak for other people who never, it's a whole bunch of freaking. Again, the ends justify the means for these people.
But see, and that's another thing. Even just one more thing. Even in this falsified evidence, even if it was real, even if he didn't get consent, all he did was hug somebody. It ain't like he went up and filled up on their ass. It isn't like he, it isn't like he French kissed them in the middle, against their will. Like, all he did was get up close to him to take a picture, but like in a half hug. I mean, holy freaking shit. He has not, even if everything they said was true, he has not done one thing illegal. That's what I'm talking about. That the fact that they're lying over literally nothing and people are still buying into it, that is what's got me completely upset. I can't believe that people are this fucking stupid.
And the definition of sexual predator has been stretched so much it might as well be called a freaking goatsy at this point.
Well, but that's the whole point. That's the whole point. You can. I mean, the problem is there's no such thing as consent under their strict banner. And
again, it's because of their socialist idea of oppressors and the oppressed. It's all comes back to Marxism.
Yeah, exactly. It does. Every bit of it.
Hey guys, I'm gonna call it good here. All right, so let's get our final goodbyes out of the way, and I'm sorry you actually joined in late there, Bobby Campbell. I really do appreciate you being here, but let's get our final goodbyes out of the way. Matt, let's start with you since you were the last one. Come on, even though you were here earlier, but you know.
Yeah,
You
I
actually
know.
had to go to the dinner.
Not much for me. Just holy fuck! What the fuck was that?
So I was trying to get inside. That dude's truck is like ready to blow up underneath him. Like that is not a good engine rev. That his truck is not in healthy shape.
his
Okay,
truck.
but for me, except be excellent to each other and party the fuck on, dudes. And remember, reject modern bullcrap. Embrace the retro.
Embrace
Amen. How long
monkey.
you be a part of that, dude? Bella, you're up.
Well, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, remember this and remember well. Life is too damn short not to have as much fun as you possibly can. And if you get the chance, if you ever once in your life catch somebody, it don't even have to be somebody against you. If you catch somebody, trying to rat somebody out over something online and get them fired from their job, rip their goddamn nads out and shove them up their fucking nose.
Ooh. Dio?
Ooh.
Well, my glorious little heathens, it was absolutely pleasurable and painful to spend this day with you all. And I hope those who are watching will remember to say fuck you to the woke, and then have hooks buried into their flesh and hung like swine that they are. And with that being said, remember to allow your desires to burn brightly.
All right. Turner?
Yeah, for one thing, fuck the woke. Second of all, or don't fuck the woke. That's the wrong terminology because you know how that goes.
If you're gonna
don't put your dick in crazy.
Goddamn rubber, for God's sakes.
Don't stick your dick in crazy. But screw, not screw either. That's an innuendo too. Just use the screw attack on the woke. That's that. Like just Samus.
Yeah, screw attack works.
Yep, screw attack and maybe even a freaking power bomb.
Jackknife power bomb.
Yeah. And second of all, no, hyper beam. Hyper beam, like in yeah. And second of all, companies need to stop policing and stop giving these people power. That's the problem with these companies, is that these corporations give these people power by firing people. That's what needs to quit. Without these companies doing this, these wokies would not have as much power as they do. And third of all, I guess I guess the only solution to that would be to find companies that don't do that and possibly even start your own company.
Yeah, by the way, Bobby Campbell, hell's just too good for these people. Let's just send them to Detroit.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I really do come on board. I really do enjoy having fun with you guys. And as always, just remember these three things. Respect the waifus, enjoy your fandoms, anime is freedom. And until the next time, this is Mr. Anime343 saying, sign everyone.
Peace the fuck out, bitchachos.